Modern Kazakhstan one can call a growing transit power of the Eurasian continent, and that is not an exaggeration. You ask why? Thanks to a geographical location and enhancing cooperation with neighboring countries, particularly China, in logistics, make the case for the biggest Central Asian state to become the transportation hub which connects all four strategic directions, but most importantly, the global East to the global West. This is the Reporter with President special project on Silkway TV channel. We're starting now. An event of big international importance is expected to start in Kazakh capital, Astana, at the headquarters of the Kazakh Railway National Company. The moments before arrival of the President of Kazakhstan, attendees of the event use for networking. Kazakh delegation is represented by the members of the government. Their counterparts, CEOs of the biggest foreign cargo and logistics corporations, are waiting for the moment to present the results of the joint projects. And now, Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev gives a launch to the work of the first ever Kazakh terminal in Chinese Xi'an.
Бірлескен орталықты іске қосайық. Бастаңыздар.
The historical moment, one can say, and this is true. Xi'an is one of the biggest transportation and logistics hubs of China, where 40% of all cargo is being formed for shipment by railway to Europe.
This project launched within the framework of the One Belt, One Road global initiative. Kazakhstan fully supports the initiative announced by President Xi Jinping in 2013 in our country. Thanks to this initiative, the construction of the center was completed in the shortest possible time. All this is the result of successful partnership between the two countries. This project will give a new impetus to the development of the Trans-Caspian International Transport Road, as well as strengthen trade and economic cooperation in Eurasia. Specialists from Kazakhstan and China took part in the construction of this center. I express my great gratitude to all those involved.
Of course, launching a terminal with a projected capacity of 133,000 TEU per year in the very center of China is a big success and the result of diligent bilateral cooperation. As said by the Deputy Chairman of Kazakh Railway National Company, Mr. Almagambetov, cooperation with China in logistics, as well as transportation systems and digitalization, has a strategic nature. It enables Kazakhstan to expand its export routes and trade volumes with neighboring countries and the world.
Он может нам формировать до 1000 поездов в год.
Now TITR, or so-called Middle Corridor, which comes through our ports in Aktau and Kuryk, has a big importance. So we think that Xi'an will be such a consolidating point for Kazakhstan, and we also assume that our cargoes that go to China and through China will reach Xi'an much faster, consolidate there and go further to Chinese consumers and through China, the third countries.
Trans-Caspian International Transport Route, or Middle Corridor, is a big artery that makes possible in a short time to deliver goods and resources from the east to the west. It starts in Lianyungang seaport at the very eastern part of China, goes through Xi'an and Urumqi in China, achieving territory of Kazakhstan through customs at the Kazakh-Chinese border, then keeps lasting through territory of Kazakhstan, reaching seaports in Aktau and Kuryk at Caspian Sea. Up through territories of Azerbaijan and Georgia, the route accesses the Black Sea, and through the territory of Turkey to strategic Mediterranean basin. Experts highlight the big potential of this particular route, calling it a strong alternative to the current options. According to official data, cargo traffic through the Middle Corridor in 2023 reached almost 3 million tons. The prospect for year 2024 is 4 million. In the mid-term perspective, the route has potential to expand the volume of freight traffic to 10 million tons. The implementation of the ambitious project is not possible without inter-regional cooperation, first of all, in digital sphere. One of the key partners of Kazakhstan's railway system are Singapore's flagship companies in supply chain, cargo and logistics, PSA International and Digital Trade Corridor.
The mandate for KPMC is basically to do logistics and also investment into key nodes along the middle corridor to continue to contribute to the development of the middle corridor. So we'd like to, through KPMC, bridge our investments between Northeast Asia, particularly China, with our mature investments as well in Europe and Mediterranean.
So I think what we are trying to do here today with TTC and PSA, together with KTC, is to build a sustainable pipe, a corridor that is both asset, logistics and digital. But I think we have been here for the last 3 years and the engagement has been very fruitful. It's not always been easy, but it's been a very open and honest relationship with our Kazakhstan colleagues. And I'm glad to report that so far we have got some very real, tangible results. For example, at the China-Kazakhstan border, we have already implemented automated custom clearance. So instead of taking hours, now you take 30 minutes or less.
Digitalization is a key, and Singapore experience can be very helpful in this regard. How digital solutions will help to enable this transport potential of the country like Kazakhstan?
I'm from Singapore. We are a very tiny nation with very limited resources. So we always have to run faster, jump higher, do more with less. And to do that, we have to use technology. We have to learn how to use technology from very young. So it's in our DNA for digitalization.
Right.
So PSA, for example, last year, we moved 94.8 million containers in 1 year. If I translate that for you, it's 3 containers every second.
Yeah, that's really something. Yeah.
So we're trying to take some of those lessons that we have and share it with our Kazakhstan colleagues and see how we can use digitalization to improve the flow, whether it's documentation, whether it's moving of the container from train to train. How can we improve using technology?
Digital collaboration in logistics is prevailing in the agenda of the event hosted in Astana by railway authorities of Kazakhstan. For example, Chinese multinational technology corporation Huawei is ready to contribute into full-scale digitalization of Kazakh railway system. The concept of smart railway was presented by Huawei Technologies Kazakhstan CEO Max Zhaoshu during the opening ceremony of Collaborative Innovation Center. We had a chance to speak to Mr. Shu before the event, asking him about the prospects of digital cooperation of two countries.
As per our understanding, as an intelligent railway system, it should provide the efficient, safe, and customized services to the end user. So that would be it's just like a comprehensive vision of this industry digitalization.
Yes, and we are talking about AI, right? It's about technology. So how it will all be, applied in the projects?
First of all, we're going to modernize the basic infrastructure that enables us for the further service in digitalization. And we're going to, of course, apply the AI technology to enable all the applications, various of the applications could support the future smart railway system. And that is what the AI is all about.
However, in order to make all these plans work in real life, it is important to set a political dialogue. Fortunately, Kazakhstan and China are on the same page on what's related to developing partnership in transportation and logistics. China is embracing Kazakhstan's ambition to become a major regional transit hub.
Kazakhstan has a significant importance as a transportation and transit hub. And if we look at the container transportation through Western China, Western Europe route, We can confidently say that it will continue to develop and will strengthen our relations. The launch of Kazakhstan's terminal in Xi'an is of a great importance for the development of the transportation and logistics industry of the two countries, and it will also make a positive contribution to the development of the economies and international trade.
Kazakh president underlined the importance of cooperation with China, instructs the members of government to push further in gaining the status of the major transit hub of Eurasia. This ambitious task will include construction of additional 11,000 railroads till 2030 and reconstruction of 2,000 of railroad tracks.
What we aim is, what task we have in front of us, that our person put in front of us, this is to make Kazakhstan the real transit hub. Without implementing digitalization, we can do nothing. So digitalization is a core for being a transformation hub. That's not the managing of the goods. That is optimizing the process. That is the making quicker the whole process.
Kazakhstan, located on the crossroads of the trade routes, building sustainable partner relations with its neighbors, today is on the way of fulfilling its potential of becoming key transit and transport artery on the Eurasian continent. That's it for today. See you next time.